Alright, let's get this started. Let's see. No, we need more enthusiasm. Yeah, there we go. What comes after that? Yeah. I know how we're going to finish it. That sounds about right.
Fatal blow fell as fatal strike dealt. The world twisted and turned, various hues the world did become. Gray and dulling, he heard the cry of Sir Kay, red flowing as Mordred now fades, brown as hooded men crowded round, sound undistinguishable amid anguish, black and sudden white within the storm, blue calm sea as Arthur arrives at Avalon. Hey everybody, welcome back to the writer's desk. And this month's episode is really a follow-up to one of our first videos, which just simply asked the question, where do I start? And I actually use this cycle of poems I've been working on as an example for that. This cycle of poems began with poem 21 and everything else kind of formed around it. But today I want to kind of follow up with that idea, because that question was, where do I start? Well, once you start writing, whether you start at the beginning or in the middle, what happens after that? And just like how you have no obligation to start writing your story from page 1 to the last page, you have no obligation to write in any particular order. I wrote the first stanza of this poem that I just read to you 4 years before I started the poem properly. And there were also stanzas in the middle of the poem that I wrote several months before properly starting the poem. They were just waiting around to finally be used. And when you write, whether it's poetry or prose, long or short, if you have a burst of an idea, you see an image so clearly, go ahead and write it. It doesn't matter that you've already started the story somewhere else. We're going to talk about next month the editing process, which is probably everyone's least favorite part of the process. But the editing process can help smooth out things. But the big thing is, you have a creative burst at 3 o'clock in the morning, you woke up from a dream and you see the scene, write it down. Don't wait, because you're probably not going to remember it. So go ahead and, no story has to be, as I've said it in the earlier video, I said it again in this video, you don't have to start at the beginning and write to the end. And that's true from where you start, and that's true even after you're well into the project. You can bounce all over. So, but the big idea, especially this part, is about you're writing one part, but you have this sudden idea for something later or something that should happen earlier. Go ahead and write it down, because you don't want to forget it. For me, a lot of times when I try and wait, what comes out is either nothing like I originally thought or simply not as good as what I originally thought. So when you have that moment of inspiration, you got to take advantage of it. So bounce around the story, assemble the story. As we'll talk about next month, editing can help smooth those out. So don't be afraid about jumping all over the place as you write. All right. As you keep working on your project, good luck. And we'll talk to you next month. All right. Y'all have a great day.